Howdy partner. So you want to learn if the ENGWE P26 electric bike is right for you? Well, you're in luck. We're going to show you today. So our friends at ENGWE sent us this electric bicycle and asked us to go ahead and give an honest review of what we thought about it. So that's what we're going to do. We received it in the mail, and it's got nice carry handles. It wasn't too banged up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open it up, see how it's packaged, and then we're going to do the assembly process. Now I'll save you guys the assembly and do most of it myself, but we will go over any highlights as we go along. So this is our first time opening it. As you can see, the bike is well packaged, a lot of foam, and it seems to be fairly well put together. I'll just show you real fast before we really get into it. All right. So, all your parts are here. Doesn't appear to have any sort of damage whatsoever. Very well packaged. It's got the box, and looks like it's ready to get set up. I'm pretty excited. So what we're going to do, we take this apart, we're going to get it all set up, and then we'll walk you through it and show you all the features, take it for a few test spins, let you know what we think. One last thing before we actually get started with the assembly, I'm impressed by this. There's a little box here that has the pedals and charger and a good instruction booklet, but they also gave you, this is really neat, in this little container are all the tools that we're going to need. So that's pretty cool that they did that. Again, we'll assemble it, let you know how it goes. Assembly is all completed, and it wasn't that bad. Taking my time, probably took about 45 minutes or so to get everything assembled and inflate the tires and everything. Not bad at all. All the tools they gave us worked well, so it was a good assembly process. And little spoiler alert, I really like this bike. Now, we've only got about 7 miles on it, a little over 7 miles, so we'll have to do a follow-up video once we get more miles and tell you how it's done. But on the initial assembly and riding and testing, very impressed. Now, I want to go over some of the highlights of the bike and kind of explain it to you. First off, this bike is, although it's an e-bike, it's shaped a lot like your traditional mountain bike. And that's kind of what it feels like when you're riding it. It's nimble, it's quick, and it only weighs about 53 pounds, I think. I believe it's 53. You can go ahead, I'm going to link in the description, a link to this bike, and you can verify all these facts I'm giving you, but they should be pretty accurate. So it's a relatively light bike, and would probably fit on standard bike carriers if you're transporting it. It doesn't fold. However, a lot of e-bikes are really, really heavy. This one is not so heavy. It has a great paint job, which I think right now it comes in a blue and a gray. This blue is really, really nice, as well as it's got these gold accents around it, and just a really nice looking bike. The seat is comfortable. It's, you know, pretty padded. If you wanted more padded, you could do that. I'm happy with this one. It works out pretty good. If you want to come on over here and take a quick look, we'll show you, you have your instrument panel, which turns on right here from this button, and you have these big plus and minuses, and they adjust the pedal assist setting from 0 to 5. That's going to control how fast it actually takes you. But they're very easy to press, these pedal assist. Big thumbs up that they gave you a bell, which is really cool, because we have some other e-bikes that do not come with a bell, so that's kind of a neat little addition. We have a Shimano 7-speed shifter, works very well as very good disc brakes. I don't believe they're hydraulic, but we did test the braking, and we'll show you how good that works. The shocks are adjustable, so you can see how much pressure you want, how tight they are. Also, on your buttons, you have a button to turn on your headlight. And that way, if you're driving in the dark, you can have a nice headlight. I don't believe there is a tail light. There is a tail reflector, though. So you may want to put on a tail light if you're doing a lot of night riding. In terms of the actual kickstand, it's a sturdy kickstand, does a good job. We're at an angle here, but does a nice job. It's got a real wide foot. And as long as you're positioned properly, it's not bad at all. And the other thing we have is the battery's removable. I probably would not leave this key in here. They give you 2 keys. You can press this button on the battery to check how much charge you have with red and green lights. And then if you turn this, that releases the battery. Now this is the heaviest part of the bike, is this big 48 volt battery. But it is nice that you could take this off to charge it if you live in an apartment or something. And then also, if this ever goes bad, which hopefully it doesn't, you could get this replaced. Now this company, I believe according to the description, has a 1-year warranty on all parts and the battery and everything else. So that's really good. It's got a good warranty system to replace anything that breaks. The only damage at all that we had from receiving and assembling it was a couple minor scratches on top of the battery that we just touched up with a Sharpie permanent marker, and you can't even see them. The tires are a nice 26-inch traditional style tire. So riding this without the motor, like if your battery went dead or you just want to go for a nice bike ride, it feels pretty similar to a mountain bike. This bike is a really good choice for a commuter or somebody that wants to kind of have that feeling of an e-bike, but doesn't necessarily want to have the big, heavy, boxy frames of these e-bikes. They're kind of almost like a cargo carrier or almost electric motorcycle. This is more of your traditional bike. It's got a 53-mile range, I believe, on that battery charge. The charge is still full after our 7 miles we've done. It's got adjustable settings on that, so you can change it from miles to kilometers. The speed, it goes about 25 miles per hour. It really gets going. You can either do a twist throttle, which will get you going, or you can go ahead and pedal. We'll show you all that stuff. We'll show you how long it takes to pedal, how quick the response is, the throttle is, how it brakes, how it maneuvers, how the shocks work. We're going to walk you through everything and show you some of our test riding. And stay tuned for this video because it's about to get fun. Right now, we're on pedal assist setting 0. And it's nice because it feels a lot like a normal bike. It doesn't take a ton of effort to be able to pedal and keep up. Now, the range on this is pretty good, but if for some reason you did run out of battery, I'd feel totally comfortable riding this back. Also, the shocks feel really good. It's a lot like a normal mountain bike. Very comfortable ride. And there's plenty of power to go real fast. With the ENGWE, it takes about 1 full rotation in order for the pedal assist to kick in. Different bikes have different amounts of rotation it requires. This one is about 1 full pedal. So as you'll see, we'll do 1 pedal, and I'll tell you when it engages. Engaged. Do another pedal. Engaged. Personally, I actually like that feature. It takes a full pedal as opposed to a quarter turn or immediate, because what that does is if you're turning in a circle and you've got a minor pedal going, it's not going to immediately start pushing you in that circle. So it makes it a little easier to do those tight circles because it won't engage till you're actually going forward. As I said earlier, it's got very comfortable grips that really rest your hands on, and the throttle is very sensitive. So a little twist and it will immediately start going. And that's really nice. It's very responsive. The brakes are great and it reacts well. Let's see how this does throttle only. We're on pedal assist setting 5. Okay, so by the end of the road, that got us up to about 15 miles per hour pretty quickly, and it would have gone up to about 25. So nice and good speed. It gets pretty good up speed, and then we got a couple of hills, and it did a nice job climbing the hills as well. Good torque. Let's test out these brakes. Not bad. That was 20 miles per hour to 0. Felt solid. Don't recommend doing that, but in the case of emergency, it will brake pretty well. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video review of the ENGWE P26. This is a really nice bike. Thank you to folks at ENGWE for sending us this one to test out. Again, we'll do some follow-up videos to show you how it lasts over time, maybe compare it to a couple of our other e-bikes. I'm not an e-bike expert or a biking expert, just a normal guy that likes to get out and do some exercise with the family. So hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out more of our home how-to videos that run the gamut from barbecuing all the way up to pool repair and home improvement and everything else. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you can check out our whole catalog. And with everything that we do, remember, if I can do it, you can too. Thanks for watching.